Songs of love, passion, entertainment, relationships, more jokes, TV. Drake, YOLO. That song ruined my life. I had a whole phase. That night actually was a bit of a whirlwind. It was like something out of a movie, guys. He picked me up, put me up against the wall. It was so fresh and excited. I felt so alive. Like I didn't realize time had gone. I heard in the door, keys. I said, yeah. My brother grabbed a bottle. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again, and welcome to another installment of ChitChat with chunkaay story time. So this one is a bit of a freestyle. I have no script because it's something that's quite fresh in my memory, although it happened a while ago. So as you can see from the title of the video, I'm about to tell you the story of how I got caught by my brother with a young guy doing some things that we shouldn't have been doing. And get your teacups, stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, now I have to do my little song. Now this is the story all about how my brother walked in when I was with the guy and I had to run out of my house in the middle of the night, and then he kicked me out for the whole of the summer. Okay. Let's just get straight into this. So I believe this happened in summer either 13 or 14. All I know is that it was the summer after my GCSEs. I banged 3 A stars and 7 A's, and that later changed to 4 A stars and 6 A's. So I was excited, I was gassed. I was like, yes, I've been a good girl. You know, a bit of my secondary school history. I used to be a goody two shoes. I'm always team too much, team handing homework on time, you know, get the good grades. I was that kind of girl. But there was a side of me for some reason that was dying to come out, and there was a song that came out that year, Drake, YOLO. That song ruined my life. I decided, you know what, I was speaking on the phone to my friend Nyasha, and I was like, oh Nyasha, I'm ass. Like, it's summertime, I feel like I want to have a YOLO summer. And words have power, guys. I didn't even know I was speaking it into existence as we describe these days, because a YOLO summer is exactly what I got, which had its good and its bads. This scenario that I'm about to tell you about was one of the bads. So that summer, for some reason, you know how Nigerian parents can be? When they're going to Nigeria, they don't tell you, or if they're going to Ghana, I don't know if Ghanaian parents do it too, but when they're going to Africa, they just book their flight, and maybe like a week to go or so, they say, oh, by the way, next week I'm going to Nigeria. So it was like that. My parents, both of them, they went to Nigeria, and my mom for some reason did not trust myself and my siblings to look after my littlest sibling, Sophie. So Sophie went and stayed with my pastor. So the house was slowly clearing, and you know, that light bulb was lighting in my head that, wow, I might actually have a free yard. So my little sister, for some reason, I think she went to like a camp. I don't know where she was, but she definitely wasn't at home to witness all that happened. So all that was left was myself and my brother. So my brother was now my hindrance. So I think I mentioned in my video, I was talking about celibacy so far and how the journey has been overall. And I mentioned that I had a hoe phase where I was really trying my hardest to be a hoe. For some reason, the life was very exciting and attractive to me. But I'd noticed that I'd always get in trouble with my brother when he'd find out what I'd been getting up to at parties and stuff. So I tried to shift my hoeness away to like London guys. I live outside of London. I'd go to see them. But this time, it's almost like it got brought to me wrapped up in a gift box, because, okay, let's give you a bit more background. I was speaking to a guy at that time that was 9 years older than me. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? We'd had a conversation that we couldn't be together at that time because of the age gap, and I was not 18 yet. But we agreed that we were free to see other people. So that summer, lo and behold, his cousin came down and was to stay at his house the whole of the summer. And we met in church and everything, and I really didn't think much of it, but the scene was being set for my hoeness to be carried out. I didn't really think of him like that until one night when I was at this person that I was speaking to. I was at their house. Let's call him Ben. So I went to Ben's house, and I noticed that Ben was flirting with someone, one of the girls I went to our church, and it was really starting to get on my nerves. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do my thing. I remember I was a bit reckless back then, you know, I was short, cute, slim, very confident. I felt like I could have any guy I wanted. What I did was I added his cousin on BBM. I said, I'm gonna show you. So I added his cousin on BBM, and then we got to talking, and I just said, oh hey, smiley face, trying to be cute. We're across the room from each other, by the way. I had game, boy. So we look up at each other as we were like BBM and whatever. I messaged him like, oh, so like, what are you saying, like, should we go for like a little walk? And obviously me, I used to play the whole innocent until, you know, he kind of comes onto me or whatever, but I knew he would eventually come onto me because, you know, I got it like that. We went to like a park and we sat down on the bench and he was just staring at me and I was doing the whole like, you know, the whole cute, like, I really don't know what's going on, when in my head I knew exactly what was going on. And then we like got to kissing and whatnot. Nothing like sexual happened, but we did kiss. And that night actually was a bit of a whirlwind. It was like my friend likes to describe, she's having a bit of a whirlwind romance. I feel like it was such a romantic evening. It was like something out of a movie, guys. After we finished in the park, walking back, and it was like I'd walk forwards and then he would like pull me back and roll me into him, and then we'd kiss, and then he'd pick me up, put me up against the wall because there were bare like alleyways and like against the buildings and stuff. And you know, we were really like, it was so fresh and exciting. I felt like I was in the movie. I felt so alive and I was really enjoying myself. Well, for now anyway. So much happened off of the back of that, in the sense that the guy found out I was seeing his cousin and that caused a lot of drama between us, but that's not really what this video is about. Fast forward to a time where me and my girls were having a little sleepover night, girls night in type of thing. We're all in like robes, towels, and we're having like foot massages, we're painting our nails. Really nice, girly, nice evening. And I get a message from the guy. Let's call him, let's think of a nice mixed race name. Yeah. Well, he looks mixed race anyway. Let's say Leroy. So Leroy texts me like, hey, what you saying, babe? And this is around like 10 p.m. So my brother had just left the house, but I was like, oh, I don't think we can like meet up tonight because I'm with my girls in it. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, like I won't disturb you guys. And I was like, okay, as long as you come by 11 and then leave by 12, because I know my brother was going out to like a party and he might come in the morning. I wasn't sure what time he would come, but just to be safe, leave by 12. So he came around like 12:30, quite late. I was in my towel and everything, opened the door, but I didn't really think much of it because, you know, this towel thing is a bit of a pattern, isn't it? Because when I got to uni as well, that's how, anyway, that's a different that's a different story. I opened the door and he came in, obviously was staring at me. I was thinking, what's wrong with this one? But I was like, okay, shall I come in? I told you this is too late for you to come, but because I was trying to have a YOLO somewhere. So he came in and we were just chilling or whatever. After a while, my friends, they left us together. We were there, we were lip sync. He now came and he put one playlist on. You know, guys, every guy has a playlist, a sex playlist. And you know, it was a nice romantic mood. Took off his shoes, and a slight bit of a background. The first time we like got together, when we went to the park and everything, it did get a bit intense and he broke my favorite bra. So this time I was like, no, I'm gonna take it off before you get there. So I took that off. As things got steamier, top came off and we were on my couch and we're just, you know, enjoying ourselves. And then, you know, we're deep into it. Time had gone. Like, I didn't realize time had gone. I heard in the door, keys. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. I was a chubby girl, like I wasn't fat, but I was chubby and I was a bit slow with things like that, but I've never seen myself operate so fast. Like, I pushed him off of me, his trainers were off, I grabbed his trainers, I just grabbed everything I could. I pulled the USB out the speaker, because the speaker was even on, imagine. I opened the back door and I pushed him into it with his stuff. My brother came in, he was actually with his friends. See, I noticed he was tipsy, so that bought me a bit of time. And then he was just laughing, like, you know when someone's a bit high, like, why are you naked? But he didn't really clock what was going on. I was just like, I just grabbed the blanket and I went upstairs. I woke up my friends, I said, guys. It was my friend Hannah and Ima. I said, yeah. I said, Timmy is here. And then they said, is Leroy, I was about to say his name, is Leroy still here? I was like, and then my friend Hannah was like, Mo, you're an idiot. I told you to make sure he leaves by 12. I was like, I know, but he came late. I was enjoying myself now. And she was like, okay, where is he? I was like, okay, he's in the back. And she was like, go to your sister's room, because my sister's room faces the garden. So go to your sister's room, tell him to jump. As I'm about to run to my sister's room, I was like, I hear, Moa, who the fuck is this in my house? Who the fuck is this in my house? I said, yeah.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I hear a scream, but a guy scream. I said, yeah, he's killed him. He's killed him. Somebody's son. I said, yeah, no, but because of yellow summer, someone's gonna die in your house. I said, Jesus. And my brother was, this time, he was so protective. He was crazy. Like, he would have killed a guy. I ran downstairs and I immediately went on my knees and I said, please, I'm begging you. It was a mistake. As I was speaking, my brother grabbed a bottle. He was about to throw it at me. It was his friends. Thankfully, there were like 3 of them. They grabbed him as he was about to throw it. And then that bought me a bit of time I ran out of my house and I was just running. I don't know where I was running to. I was just running. My brother is fast. I'm talking 100 meters he used to run, and it was the fastest in our school and everything. So me with my little legs, I was running. I was just like, Jesus, please, I'm so sorry. I know this to you, but I'm so sorry. Please just save me in this moment. I jumped someone's fence and I went into their garden and I waited in there, and I could hear my brother's voice through the whole neighborhood. Say more. When I get you tonight, when I get you. Actually, I just did that, say Jesus, until his voice kind of died down. Now that time I had a best friend, her name's Atai. I knew she goes to work around like 3 a.m. so all of this was occurring around 3 a.m. so I quickly ran to her house. She lives quite close to me. I ran to her house, I banged on her door. Bearing in mind, guys, what did I have on? I think I just had a blanket on, and banged on her door, and I saw a light switch come on, and I was like, shit, because that's her mom's room. Her mom opens the window, notices it's me, like, Mo, what the hell are you doing here at 3 a.m? Comes down, opens the door, she's like, are you alright? She's like, where's your clothes? And I was just like, I don't know, me and my brother, we had a fight. She's like, why are you naked? She didn't really, she felt like something was fishy, but she let me in anyway. And I went into Atai's room, I explained everything to her and her sister, and I said, yeah, guys, I've messed up. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Timmy's probably still looking for me. And then I called one of my brother's closest friends, Akan, and I explained everything to him, and she was like, Mo, why would you do something so stupid? You know your brother. It's like, I was just crying that whole night. And when my friends went to work, they gave me like clothes, underwear, everything. Yeah, I didn't have underwear on, guys. I just slept there. Alright, shut up. And what did I do in the morning? In the morning, I went to Ben's house because obviously Leroy was staying there. I saw him in the morning. I just thought, pussy, oh. But I was like, you're right. I was like trying to be nice and everything, and he was like, yeah, I'm good, because I felt like he abandoned me. He just ran away and left. But I was glad he wasn't dead, because remember, I heard the scream and I thought maybe my brother stabbed him or something. I made so many assumptions in my head. But anyway, he was fine. You should have seen the look on Ben's face. Ben came in the room and he just had the biggest smile on his face, but he was obviously trying to keep it in, like, so came in the room and she was like, right, my mom has clocked that something is going on. She feels like you're either pregnant or something is going on. She doesn't know what's happening, but she's gonna come and ask you. And obviously all these people know my mom. I was thinking by this evening my mom will know that something has taken place in my house. My mom actually called that evening, lo and behold, but it wasn't information from Ben's mom. It was information from one of our neighbors who had her on Facebook. But anyway, I took my L and I stayed at Ben's house for like a week or so before I went back to my house, because my brother wasn't allowing me to stay there. Oh yeah, I called my friends that day as well, and they said that my brother kind of, you know, held them hostage. He didn't let them leave the house until he got answers out of them, because apparently they would know my whereabouts. But I don't even think I had my phone. But anyway, they got released eventually. My brother's a bit mad. Yeah, my mom called asking what was going on, but neither of us spoke. After like a week or two.
Your mom must have been in Nigeria for time.
Yeah.
Why?
I really enjoyed that summer, boy, until that moment. So anyway, carrying on. So I went to my house, and my brother was hench at that time, so he just stood in the kitchen like this with his shoulders out and everything. I know Ore loves this. And I was so scared, like I just didn't say anything. I'm one of those people as well that in serious situations, for some odd reason, I laugh. So I was really trying hard to just hold my laugh, because I knew that would aggravate him. Kind of spoke to him like, oh, she's your sister, man, like you can't not let her come in the house. Like, I remember my mom finally came back from Nigeria and she kind of sat us down and said, what happened? To me, all this nonsense that people from and Itai's mom actually works with her as well. So I was really scared that my secret is gonna be out. But me and brother were just looking at each other. My brother looked at me, it just gave me a dirty look, but he's a G though, because he didn't say anything. Till today, my mom does not know what actually went down that summer, well, until she watches this video. So mom, I love you, and I'm sorry that I decided to be very gnarly that summer, but I'm a good girl now, so that's all in the past. Let's just move on and, you know, call it a day. But yeah, so that was the summer, and that was how my brother caught me with a guy. It was very eventful, and I definitely learnt my lesson to keep my wholeness away from the house. I feel like, was I a hoe after that? I feel like that might have been my turning point. Yeah, I feel like that might have been the time I said, okay, Mo, you had your fun now. It's time to just, you know, get your head down and focus on your A-levels, okay? Guys, make sure you like this video if you liked it. Oh, I really wanted to get my brother on it as well, but he's camera shy. But anyway, make sure you like this video if you liked it. Share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel for more. Comment down below as well on the things I spoke about. Until next time, guys, peace and love, peace and chunks.